Yes, you've seen the thumbnail correctly and the title. I am 13 weeks pregnant. Yay! I'm pregnant. Yay! Y'all know it's been a journey. It's been a journey. If you are new here, hey girl, hey, I'm Tara Jones-Williamson. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey. It's been a minute. This past summer has been interesting to say the least in a good way. A lot of things came to fruition that I've been having on my wish list, to do list, to manifest, and all of it came to a head at the same time. And so I just want to share with you my journey on how this past summer has been, and also my pregnancy journey thus far. I think I'm going to do my first trimester, like ups and downs and tips and tricks in a separate video, but I do want to share everything that's been going on this summer leading up to me being in my second trimester today, October 17th, 2024. So if that interests you, stick around. And if you know somebody who'll be interested in this type of content, please feel free to share with them. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I am back. I'm going to be doing some more fun content for the fall and winter. You know, this is my time to shine. This is when I like to do content more than anything. So definitely stay tuned. But let's jump right in. This summer has been such an interesting summer. So as you know, last year I was pretty sick all last year, was diagnosed with the autoimmune disorder, thyroiditis. I went from hypo to hyperthyroidism. They didn't know what was going on. Had a couple of miscarriages. It was a very rough year. 2022 and 2023 was pretty rough. And so at the top of 2024, sis kind of got her groove back, right? I started back working. I partnered with a local nonprofit called 1,000 Families of Color, and really partnered with them to do financial workshops and things like that, virtually and in person. And I was doing my thing, getting clients, everything. This past summer was really good too. I really focused on my health, and I think I have a video talking about how I was on Wegovy and how and I can share my, if I did not do a video, excuse me, mom brain. I can't remember if I did a video on my experience with Wegovy, but I'll go back and look at my channel, and if I did not, I will definitely post a video on that, because I wasn't on Wegovy all of 6 weeks before I got pregnant. So I definitely got what they call it, Ozempic baby or Wegovy baby. Definitely got a Wegovy baby out here in these streets, because I wasn't even on it for a whole 6 weeks. And I was on the lowest dose, and sis got pregnant. So there's that. But I started taking Wegovy the top of July. And the first week of August, I conceived while my husband and I were in Costa Rica. And so that was pretty cool. So I had ended up dropping 22 pounds on Wegovy. Only had one bout of side effects, which was like the nausea, throwing up, diarrhea type of situation, where they say like that's the most common side effect. During my second week, I got that for 2 days. It was during the 4th of July, which was so annoying. So I was in the house for that. But it really helped with the insulin resistance I was experiencing, and also the stubborn weight loss. Like I said, I ended up losing 22 pounds on it. If you want more information about that, let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on Wegovy, because I would have still been on it if I didn't get pregnant. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right. Um, the other thing that I was doing this summer, I kind of changed up my diet to support my health, and I was on a Mediterranean diet. And again, you can look that up. I could do a video on that as well if you want me to, but that really helped transform my health, my energy, the bloating that I was experiencing. It helped expedite weight loss. It made me feel great. It helped my thyroid levels get in check. So my thyroid levels has been in check since I've changed my diet, and also started walking, doing a lot of walking this summer. A lot of you know that I struggled with anxiety as well. So I was doing a lot, took this summer to do a lot of exposure therapy to kind of overcome some of the anxieties that I had, especially about being outside alone or in open spaces. And so I was doing a lot of exposure therapy in order to overcome that, and it will work like a charm. It was awesome. I could do a video on that too. Girl, I could do a video on everything I did this summer because this summer was so lit. Like, so many milestones was reached, so many things was overcome. Another thing that I did was I bought a new car. To those who know me and are close to me, I had my baby, my Dodge Charger RT. I've been driving that since, and it was a 2009. I was driving it since 2012 to 2014. I had no plans on upgrading on of my car. I loved my car. Yes, it had some little minor aesthetic blemishes just here and there, but nothing too major, you know. And she drove really great. She took great care of me. She was not a money pit at all. I had it paid off since 2014, and so, you know, I just was riding her till the wheels fell off, and then I felt led to upgrade my car. It was a great time. Got a great price and a great deal on my 2000 and what am I driving now? 2021 Nissan Rogue Platinum. And so I love my car now. I love my SUV. Like, I went from a Dodge Charger to an SUV, and I love it. It's cute. I love it as well. And I actually gifted my Dodge Charger to my nephew, who turned 24 this year. And he was my first love. I always say he was my first love. Again, to those who know me, knew that he came into my life when I was 12 years old, and we've been inseparable ever since. And so he turned 24. His car actually went kaput a couple of months ago, and so it just was a blessing to be able to gift him with that car. It fits him perfectly. He loves it. It runs really nice. The engine is done. We got all the work done. Like, I always kept it up to where I could just give it to him, new tires, everything. And so he loves it. He absolutely loves it. And so yeah, that was another great highlight of this summer. And let's see what else is on my list. Oh my goodness. Gardening this summer. I didn't really put out a lot of gardening content this summer because it was hot and humid outside every day. Like, it seemed like every day was in the 90s. And your girl, no ma'am, I'm second year gardener. Last year in 2023, it was nothing like 2024. You know, they say every year is going to be different as far as the weather, the climate. You just got to adjust. And so what I did was I threw them plants up out of there, and I dropped some seeds, threw them vegetables out there, and let them thrive on their own. I barely watered. I barely went out there and watered. Every now and then I went out there and watered, but it rained a lot this year. We didn't have a drought like we did last year. Last year I had to water dang near half the first season in order for my vegetables and fruit trees and everything else to survive. This year it was enough precipitation to where I just left it alone. And honey, when I tell you my garden still thrived, I still got a lot of stuff out that garden. Even though I was avoiding it like the plague, it just goes to show that nature doesn't need much help. It don't need us finicking and fumbling and muddling with it all the time and always being out there. And so I was focused on traveling. I was focused on my family. I was focusing on overcoming anxiety. I was nurturing this partnership with the local nonprofit. I'm a financial success coach. And so I've just been like doing my thing and not really even worried about the garden, nor was I worried about baby making. I was on my health and fitness tip, dropping this weight, you know, just doing my little thing. And at the end of the summer, my garden produced a ton. It still was very productive, very, very productive. It wasn't as aesthetically pleasing as it was last year, but it was very productive. And it just goes to show that nature don't need no help. God doesn't need no help with creating fruit and vegetables, right? He did it before us. He gonna do it well after, whether we put our input or our little 2 cents in or not. And so, yeah, that was pretty exciting. That was pretty exciting to see and to understand. Again, I'm a second year gardener. I am not an expert by any means. So you didn't see a lot of gardening content because I wasn't going out there in that sweltering heat. I tried, y'all, but it got too hot too fast here in Michigan, and it was hot and humid. We was having tornadoes left and right, and tornado warnings, and thunderstorms, and it was just raining all the time. The mosquitoes was crazy. The bugs was crazy this year. I said, you ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. The fleas was crazy. The fleas and ticks around here were crazy this year. So I said, you know what? Nature's telling me to stay my butt inside and just go get some fruit whenever I need, or some vegetables whenever I need some, and then get my butt back in the house. And that's exactly what I did. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. Hustling with no mosquitoes. No, ma'am. No fleas. No ticks. You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me. So I just left it alone, and it still did a lot. So I am very excited about that. What else? Let me look at my notes and see what else I wanted to share. Took a trip to Costa Rica, which was awesome. Costa Rica was beautiful. And I do have content and footage from that I need to release. The thing is, I came back from Costa Rica in mid-August, soon as, well, like the second week of August, right? Because we stayed for 8 days. And soon as I get back, it's automatically putting us into back to school season because the kids got to go back to school. Parents traveling to go to her grandparents in Atlanta. Then I got to do that. Then we getting the house ready. And then I got my new car right before I went to Costa Rica. So then I'm trying to work my new car. And then this is right when harvest season is. When I got back, that's when, if you're in Michigan or in the Midwest, that's when most of your vegetables come in, is in August. It takes forever all season to start growing and maturing, and then it really starts producing in August. So I'm out there harvesting, trying to avoid mosquitoes, trying to avoid fleas and ticks. And so it was just a lot going on in August. And so by the time things slowed down in September, that I can really focus on content for my YouTube channel, I was pregnant, but I felt really sick. Like, I started feeling really sick. And so long story short, I ended up being pregnant, didn't even realize it. We were not trying. We were not doing any ovulation testing. We kind of said, hey, if it's meant for us to have kids, it's meant for us to have kids. If it's not, it's not. We're okay with that. We're not pushing the envelope on anything. We're not doing an IVF. We're not doing all the stuff that we was trying to do and force and everything else. And, come to find out, we were pregnant. And so September was a rough month for me. And so, and the first part of October, like I said, today is October 17th, and I'm in my second trimester, and I'm just now starting to feel better and feel like myself. And so all these things that I've been holding on since August, wanting to share with my channel, kind of got put on hold because everything has been so busy, so busy. So, I just wanted to pop in and share this with you, and you'll see a lot of content on my channel that's like catching up, like me playing catch up to share with you all what's been going on. So you'll see footage from my Costa Rica trip. You'll see content about my first trimester, what happened. You'll hear me do a wrap up about gardening, and I really want to keep some gardening notes on my channel, like video diary or video notes on my channel, so I can go back and look and talk about the ups and downs, the do's and don'ts, ins and outs, that type of thing, especially for people like me who's a backyard gardener in a suburban area that wants more tips and tricks on how to keep it easy and light and fun. That's like the kind of content I want to create for that as well. I don't want to overdo it or have to tell people to overdo it. I feel like it should be easy. Everything I do should be easy. I live a soft life. I'm a woman of leisure. If it gets too much, if it gets too extra and too many things going on, I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't want to be bothered with it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I'm going to be creating some more content around that. And then also I wanted to share about my weight loss, which is about to go down the drain because I'm pregnant, but whatever. My weight loss on Wegovy and changing my diet in conjunction with that and increasing my physical activity and how that worked for me. So stay tuned for some great content on my channel. And if you are not subscribed to my other channel, my Your Pretty Pennies channel, which is all about finances. As you know, I'm a financial success coach. In September, I hit my 10-year mark in business. So Your Pretty Pennies launched in September 2014. And so it turned 10 years old this year. And so, which was another milestone this past summer, which was so exciting. But yeah, so I just have a lot to be thankful and grateful for, a lot to share, a lot of content to create, which I'm excited because it gives me something to do during this pregnancy. So thank you so much for watching. Please share with me your thoughts and ideas and anything you want to hear that I talked about. If you want to hear more about, girl, you know I'm an open book. All right. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.